This is Game Nights, episode number 47, recorded March 5th, 2017, The Legend of Shaker Heights, Chapter 4. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Game Nights, the show that continues to play Dungeons & Dragons, even though it's 2017. I'm Sean Jennings, joined, as always, by three gentlemen who are just here right now. It is Matt, Dan, and Colby. Gentlemen, welcome back.
Thank you.
What's up?
Are we doing Sun?
I am just so I am just thrilled to be back here doing this as your Dungeon Master. We've got the Legend of Shaker Heights today, Chapter 4, and we're continuing our adventure. Guys, how about we get caught up?
Sounds good.
Shall we?
I do not remember what happened.
It's been a while, so here's the scoop.
I remember because I listened to the episode.
You should really
Aren't you a little overachiever?
keep going back to every week. Go back to episode 1 and listen to all of them, and then you'll really know where we're at. So loosely, what happened was you guys got half a map, and you were going to travel in that direction towards the Temple de Agua, and you decided to take the general store owner along with you, and you left the town, the settlement of Shaker Heights. Along the way, you guys were ambushed by 4 scouts out in the wilderness of the desert. All of you were smashed over the head based on your rolls. Colby and Dan were knocked unconscious. Matt was not knocked unconscious, but then was knocked unconscious. And our general store owner, Mr. Lovell, died. Tragically.
R.I.P.
I don't want to say you guys killed him, but, you know.
we didn't even get to know him.
You didn't even get to know him.
That's the real
He died in rest in peace.
He wouldn't even tell us what kind of weapons he had.
No. Look, he was a normal guy having a great life with his, now no one's running his general store. But anyway.
I like to imagine that he played like a key part in the story genre, and he never considered that we might convince him to go on our...
Or, hypothetically, he played such a minor role that you guys bringing him along was more annoying than anything else, and so he had to go away. Either way, he's no longer with us. You guys all woke up inside a mysterious dungeon-type location. You still don't quite know where you are. Colby and Dan waked up tied, hands behind their backs, in a little kind of storage room with a guard. They fumbled around in the dark hilariously for quite a while, eventually stabbing the guard in the neck, killing him, and escaping. Meanwhile, Matt was chained up in some sort of makeshift prison cell, along with a mysterious stranger he's been talking with. Not quite sure, knowing where he is. Colby and Dan traveled through some hallways and eventually entered the room where Matt is being kept inside of this prison. And that's basically where we ended it. You guys were reuniting for the first time, so I suppose then we rejoin the action already in progress.
Let's do it. All right.
Colby and Dan open the door.
Oh, yeah.
And they enter this room. I think we covered this last time, but I'll just do it again just for your all's sake. You enter a room through a door. Directly in front of you, you see 4 makeshift cells, we'll say. They almost look like stables, with constructed of mostly wood with iron bars, coming from about the chest up. And so you can see in them, but the rest of them are kind of made of wood and of scrap, clearly not meant to be some kind of super official prison. You see 4 of them along, facing on the other side of the room where you're looking at from the door. You turn, you also notice along the same wall as your door, there's a second door farther down the room. And that's pretty much all you see in this room.
Okay.
All right.
Do we see Matt yet?
So, okay, hey, why don't we do a perception check? Let's get back in the speed of things. You asked,
All right.
So
I'll perceive this one.
go for it.
Gotta start warm up my dice hand.
Not even going on.
That doesn't sound
I
good.
got a natural 1.
Ooh!
All right.
Colby is temporarily blinded for the next 3
He
minutes.
stared directly into a torch on the wall, seeing if Matt was there.
That's right. So intensely that
Seeing
it burned his
spots,
retinas. And he can't see anymore. Someone else want to try?
Yeah, me. I got a unnatural 20.
All right. Dan, you're so unfair. So you look around the room. The floor is made of sand. The walls made of sand. The ceiling made of sand. You're in basically a sand room. You notice of the 4 cells, the one all the way to the left. So you're looking at the 4 of them. All the way to the left, you see clearly Matt is in there, and you see his head poking out from the cell, looking at you guys like, "Thank God you're here." You see the middle 2 cells appear to be empty, and you notice the one all the way on the right to have someone in it. But you're not really close enough to it to get a fantastic look. But you can see someone is in there.
All right.
You notice that all of the cells have locks on them. The middle 2 cells that appear unoccupied, the locks are not locked. It's like a padlock. However, on Matt's cell and on the other occupied cell, they are locked.
Tricky.
You say the walls are made out of sand.
Densely packed sand.
Densely packed? How densely packed? Do you like dig through it with a shovel if you had to?
Yes, but you probably wouldn't. It might compromise the structural integrity of the location.
Did you? Okay. All right. So, anyways, we should probably go up to the one that Matt's in. Do you think, Colby?
Yeah, I think that's true.
All right. We go up there. You say, "Is that you, Matt?" Or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
Akmenos.
Akmenos.
Akmenos Quest.
Yes.
It never gets old.
Yeah.
And then, do I hear him?
Yeah, absolutely. No. Let me be clear. They're like metal bars, like a cheesy
Oh.
traditional prison. You can clearly see each other.
Oh, okay.
There's no
Yes.
problem there.
This is me, Akmenos Quest, your friend. Please
It
get
is
me out
I.
of this trap. And I will reward you both handsomely.
Ooh.
Okay, again. Any ideas what's how to get
All right,
you out?
let's try hitting these bars as hard as we can with our weapons.
Yeah. you
No. I veto that idea. It's a terrible
Oh, we-
idea. It'll
we
make
don't
a
have-
lot of noise.
That's true.
This is true.
Can I offer you guys a hint as a favor to people who don't remember past episodes? I do seem to remember you pulled a ring of keys off
That's
of
what
the.
I
Oh,
was
you're
just about
right.
to say.
Yes.
Oh.
This is the-
I'll give you that
this is the
one.
problem with doing these so far apart, you forget everything.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try all the keys until one works.
Well, can we like? Can I use like investigation on the keys in the lock and see if I can like figure out which
I mean,
key fits? Or I
you-
guess we can just magic time through trying all the keys.
I'm not going to stop you from doing that. So
Yeah,
Uh,
let's try.
yeah.
Don't waste your dice rolls, Colby. You're gonna need those later.
Well, with how well the last one went.
All right, we try all the keys.
and none of them work.
Great.
What?
All right, here's my next thing. A while back, I got this ancient dwarvish axe, which does max damage against plant creatures or objects made of wood. And is this door made of wood?
The door is made of wood. Yes.
I think I can just crack this thing
Nice.
open. Bars
Sounds
be
like a
damned.
plan.
All right.
Give it
Go
a shot.
for it.
All right. So I'm gonna do an attack roll against the thing.
Yes, I want to see first if you actually hit it, and then we'll see how hard you hit it.
Well, once I hit it, it does max damage against wood.
Oh, that's right. It does. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see if you can hit
Just
this.
don't roll a 1 or you might hit me by accident.
Right. Well, I say stand back. Press
Okay.
yourself up against the far wall. 14.
14. Sure. We'll say that hits it. I mean, you're standing right in front of it, so I
It
could,
is a door.
it's big. I mean, it's not like a small thing you have to hit. Whack! Dan hits the door. It cracks right down the middle with the force of his force of his axe and blows the door back. Matt, why don't you roll to see if any of that shrapnel made its way to you?
Crap. What is this, an agility roll or
Well, that's what I was trying to think of. What? Yeah, we'll say
Dexterity.
agility. Sure, you suggested it.
dexterity? I rolled an 18.
All right,
I don't
we'll say
put my
that's good.
modifiers on that.
Nice.
So here's the deal with, all right. My character, I'm going to break the fourth wall here for a minute. My character sheet is not on this laptop. It's on my desktop. I never printed it out also. So what I tried to do is I tried to pull it up on my phone, but I pulled up a blank character sheet. The one that I sent to you, Sean.
Yeah.
Did that come? Was that just blank?
No, I have yours.
Oh.
Although
so
the one thing it doesn't
I don't
have
know
on
why I
it
can't read
is
it.
your armor class, which I think we had to manually compute because you didn't remember. But other
Yeah,
than that, no, I have the rest of your stats, so you can just ask me.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't have any of that.
That's fine.
And I don't know why I can't see it, but whatever.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
All right. So what's my modifier
On
for dexterity?
for dexterity, you're +4.
Okay, so that would be 22.
All right. The 18 was good
So-
enough. You were fine. Yeah,
Complete character
that
sheet.
is not going to cut it. All right. No, you're good. So you were not injured. The shrapnel missed you. The door is now hanging haphazardly on its hinges, split down the middle, with a clear path for Matt to leave the
Sweet.
cell.
Okay. Now we need to get the hell out of Dodge.
Should we keep one piece of this door to use as a weapon? This is a
Do
heavy.
you not have any better weapons?
Well, I don't think we have any weapons yet, right?
No.
Didn't they
No.
keep
Let's
obfuscate?
We found our weapons on the way
Oh.
to you.
I forgot
here.
about that part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you don't have any weapons.
Well,
So-
you guys have his weapons.
we took Matt's stuff
Oh,
too.
okay.
Are you going to give it back to him?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
We're not letting me use a door as
He
a
did-
weapon.
Yeah. He did say he would give us he would reward us handsomely. Remember that?
Yeah, but I'm also a con artist, so you probably shouldn't have taken my word for.
That's
for
true.
or before we give his weapons back, we could just kill him right here, right now.
All right, here's 10 gold pieces for each of you.
All right, I'll take that.
Please kill me. Wind up like that shopkeeper that you guys
Yep.
let to die. That I
Hey.
really led to the slaughter.
Yep.
But you know what? To be all right, in my defense, though, he obviously wasn't a very good adventurer. If he died immediately, as soon as we
He
got
was
out,
an old man. He used to be a good adventurer. He was a retired adventurer.
wanted to see if he could have brought his skills to the table, but apparently not.
Nope.
Apparently, his good years were behind him.
For sure. He was a
Now,
great general store owner. Terrible adventurer.
Okay, now what?
Yeah, now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Do
Okay.
you remember there's also this other person in here?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
gotta-
Hey!
Oh, hey,
What the hell are you doing over there?
shut up, you! I say.
Oh, come on, man.
Who
You
are
wouldn't
you?
even introduce yourself to me.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very personable.
What's your name?
Well, why don't you come closer so I don't have to shout?
That's actually a good idea.
Okay, so you might attract guards. Yeah. All right, so let's make. I guess we should make our way to this guy, who's I guess underneath us.
No, he's to the, you walk down the room. I'll help you walk towards his cell down the end of the room.
Okay, we found him.
Yes.
The way that you kept shouting, it was like you were shouting upwards. So I thought he was like
Well,
underneath.
that's just the dimensions of the room. I'm trying the room I'm in.
just making it echoey.
Yes.
acoustics.
Yeah, they're
All
right
right.
here.
So we walk over to his cell, and what do we see?
You see in the shadows of the room the outline of a man standing there. In the of course you the bars only come so low, so you really only see this man. And he says, "Yo." I don't,
Yo.
He's like from New York City. So, hey, get out of here! I'm walking here. No, he says, he says, no, hey, look, guys, come on now, look, hey, I'm your friend. Let's see what's going on here. Have I introduced myself? My name's Vankar, and who are you all, gentlemen? You seem like some real nice fellas.
We are nice fellas.
We're adventurers
Yeah.
on a quest for glory.
An Akmenos quest.
Bum, 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 bum. Even the tiefling, you got this guy with you. What's going on?
Well, may I remind you that not only am I a tiefling, I'm a very dangerous individual that you would not want to cross.
Hey, buddy, don't step on me, man. Look, I know a thing or two about being dangerous. Okay, that's a slippery slope. You ain't gonna want to go down.
You're
I'm
not
not
from
clear.
around here, are you?
No, I am not.
Are you lost?
Where are you from?
I'm not Well, I used to travel with a group, but I've traveled here, there, everywhere. I'm really a man about town, and one day I was attacked, and I woke up here in this cell.
Was the group called the Tunnel Snakes or the Greasers?
Are you a
The
deadhead?
Jets?
That was a Fallout 3 reference.
Oh, I was making a West Side Story reference, but okay.
That was a Grateful Dead joke.
Wow, we're just so hip on the references.
Tunnel Snakes rule.
I have no idea how long I've been here, but it's been quite a while.
How did you? Why were you imprisoned?
They attacked me? I don't know. I was minding my own business. He's like urban. I don't know. I was minding my own business, walking down this path in the middle of the desert. This traveling between villages, and bam, just like that, from behind they attacked me.
Who's they? Who are these people?
I didn't get they looked like desert scouts to me, but hell, they all look the same to me. So I don't know who these guys were.
Do you have any idea where here is?
That I do not. What I can tell you is, when I get hit over the head, I usually don't stay unconscious for too long, so it can't be too far from where I was attacked. Outside of that, man, I got no clue.
You get hit in the head and knocked unconscious frequently?
You'd be surprised. It is a dangerous neighborhood.
Have you, since you've been in here, have you, seen any people?
No, I just saw the one guy came through here once. He looked real important. He was wearing purple and red and really fancy clothes, but he didn't say anything to me, and he was gone. Mostly it's just the goblins who I see too much around here.
Goblins.
Colby, are you writing on your leg?
Yes, that's where I keep my notes.
It's like Memento. He's just got all the tattoos all over his arms with all the notes.
Right. In a couple more months of D&D, I'll have no more room, so I have to come up with another.
Yeah. All right, so this guy was wearing purple and red. So what was he a human? Was he a fellow tiefling? What was his species?
It looked human to me. I didn't get a good look. I look, hey man, look, I'm just trying to mind my own business, serve my time, get out of here.
What are you talking about, sir? These people, what if they try to kill you?
Well, I'd like to see them try. They got the jump on me once. Ain't gonna happen twice. So I love Jesus Colby in this shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Wow.
Okay. What's your background, stranger? What were you doing before when you got attacked?
Well, look, guys, honestly, I am more than happy to sit down, have a cup of coffee, talk about my whole life story. But right now, I am in a prison cell in a sketchy as hell dungeon thing. I've been here for too long. I would like to get out of here.
We're just trying to vet that if we take you along, nothing, you're not going to turn your back on us.
Look, guys, honestly, I don't know. Look, we're all trying to get to the same point here, okay? All I can do is help you.
Now,
how do you know where we're trying to get to?
You're trying to get... Hello? What else would you be trying to do other than getting out of here? You guys do not look like you belong here.
And how exactly will you help us? How do we know you won't just hinder us?
I want to get out too. You guys have real paranoia.
Some people are better at getting out of places than others. Do you agree with that?
I take offense to I'm real good at getting out of places.
I'm not saying you're not good at it. I'm just saying there are varying degrees, right? So we just need to make sure that you're also good at getting out of a place, because a group's ability to get out of a place is only as high as the lowest ranking member of that group.
The weakest link. Look,
The weakest
guys,
link, right.
honestly, what can I do? What can I do to assure you that I am on team whatever you guys got going on?
You can give us all of your money.
Okay, all right.
Well-
They got the jokester over here, Mr. Jerry Seinfeld
Oh,
over here.
wait. This is the perfect opportunity to use the quill. We can get him to just sign this affidavit, and then he'll read it. Hopefully, as long as he can read, and it'll say tell us everything. Is there anything you've left out? But remember, we have to be specific, or we can just let him on.
I feel like we might be being too paranoid.
All right.
Actually, well, I mean, you guys decide. Honestly, wouldn't it just be easier to have Quill read his mind? Can he do that? No, he can't read minds, right? He can just communicate messages.
Yes.
Yeah.
He can
Okay.
talk to you.
I think I should just use my intimidation on him. Don't I have a high intimidation?
Let me check. Intimidation. No, you don't.
Persuasion.
Yes, you do have high persuasion. Those are very different, though. So be sure to
I thought I had high both of them.
Nope.
All right, let me. I guess.
Persuade
Well, I don't
him
really
to
know
help
what.
you.
Yeah, I don't really. He doesn't really need to be persuaded. He needs to be intimidated. So I'm going to try to intimidate him.
You have an advantage in sleight of hand. I don't know how that's helpful.
Now you see me. Nice.
Yeah. I think play like a shorty.
I mean, I think the only thing I really want to know is like what sort of person are
I mean-
are you a warrior? Are you a bard? Like what's your background here?
Y'all need a little background on where I
Yeah.
come from, huh? Hey, look, all right, hey, look, hey, all right, okay,
Your
hey,
mouth.
look, I get it,
It's a droid.
I get it. Hey, look, here's what I can tell you, gentlemen. I used to mind my own business. I stayed with my own pack, my own group. We just hung around, I'm telling you. And they left me. They left me for dead, and I never forgot it. I never forgot it. And ever since, I've just been traveling settlement to settlement, town to town, picking up side jobs, doing little gigs here and there to make it by. I haven't made too many friends, I gotta be honest with you guys. I got a bit of an abrasive personality. I'm not Mr. Friendly guy, okay? But what I can tell you is, I just want to get out of here. And look, you guys are the best chance I've had since I've been here. And I ain't gonna screw up a good thing.
All right, let's just help him out.
All right.
One. All right. You can come with us as long as you promise to fight by our side.
I will fight side by side with you gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. No, he's Southern. I suck at accent work. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
All right. So we need to give him a sword of some kind.
Oh, look, don't worry. I don't need weapons. Believe me.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go. Let's open up that door.
Well, Dan's gonna have to take his axe to it.
All right.
True.
Did any of our keys work on this one though?
No.
Let's try that real quick.
No, they don't.
No?
No.
Okay.
Wrong keys.
You gotta hold on to those keys though.
Right. Don't leave him here. 6.
Dan swings. The axe hits, but it
Alright.
busts the door open. I'm not gonna fuck around with this. It busts the door open. This is not the fun part. But let me quickly see if he gets injured at all. He rolled a 7, so minor damage, but few scrapes from the wood. Crack! Dan cracks the door open. The busts open. The dust is in the air. As the dust settles, Vankar steps into the limelight with not 2, but 4 legs.
What?
As the dust settles, panning down from top to bottom, he comes into frame. You notice he's got quite long ears. As you go down, you notice all of a sudden his skin turns into fur, which goes all the way down to his hooves, his 4 hooves. He's a centaur.
A city-dwelling centaur?
No, well, you're kind of in the wilderness.
Very good. That was good storytelling. I couldn't tell that he was a centaur because you said that the light didn't
He was in the
didn't go
shadows.
past. So
Yeah,
wow.
There you go. Bam! Big surprise.
All right, I'm gonna ride him. Centaur, let me ride you.
I cannot think of a more rude thing that you. Come on.
Hey, we got you out of here. Now I get to ride you, Centaur. Of course.
I hold my hand up and I'm like, he's a tiefling, forgive him.
If we get out of this thing alive, I'll think about it.
All right.
Fair enough.
Great. Is there another way out of this room? Is there anything else? Should we bust down all the doors, see if there's anything in there?
I have not seen outside of this room, so I couldn't tell you. I just know the two doors that you see in this room, the one you guys came through and the other one.
I'm asking, yeah, but folks in our party, should we bust down all the other doors, or should we just go out the other door than the one we came in?
I think we should just try one. See if there's some treasure in there.
All right, I pick one of the doors at random. I don't know, the one to the left. Is there one to the left?
Well, from where you're staying, the one to the left is the one you haven't been through yet.
All right.
Smash that down. Yeah.
Well,
This is a prison door, right?
No, it's just a regular door.
Oh, are there any other prison cells?
Yeah, there are the two other prison cells. They appear unoccupied.
Yeah, that's what I want to
Oh,
bust.
you want to look in there? Oh, I thought you were leaving the room. My apologies for the confusion.
Yeah, we're going to open all doors by busting them down with this axe from here on out.
I think you should. No. The two cells have padlocks, but they're not locked, so you can just open the door.
Okay,
I'm
we're
guessing
gonna
nothing
look
in either of
inside
them then.
those.
Okay, you look inside both cells. They appear unoccupied and empty.
No treasures. Okay.
Okay, let's head out that door, the one we didn't enter through. I vote. First, I walk up to the door, perceive it, see if I can hear anything on the other side.
I'm going to make a rule Dan can't do perception checks.
15.
15. Dan goes to put his ear to the door to hear what's going through, and suddenly he hears somebody reaching for the doorknob on the other side.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna hide because that's what I do. I'm gonna go into one of the unoccupied prison cells.
I'll give you each one action
Okay.
before something happens.
Does this
to the
door does it have a door handle?
It does have a door handle, but you did not see if it was locked.
Right. I am going to one action.
One action.
Should I draw my weapon, or should I wedge the axe between the ground and the door handle so as to jam the door from opening?
Well, if you jam the door from opening, we won't be able to get in. I think we should all hide.
Then we can always take the axe out. This prevents someone from opening the door, depending on which way the door opens, actually.
But won't that? I mean, if the prison can't open the door to the prison, like,
Yeah,
they're just gonna go get their friend. Like, that's gonna cause alarm.
Okay.
Whereas if we can hide and get the drop on whoever this is, I don't know.
Is there a place to hide? I guess there's the unlocked yeah.
Yeah, the other
I mean,
two
as soon as they
have
walk
busted
in, though, they're
doors.
going to see the busted door down.
Right, that's true.
Two busted doors.
Maybe we could hide like behind the door that they're about to come through. So they walk in, see the busted doors, and then we can like.
The door opens inward. Dan percepted enough to. The door opens inwards.
Yeah, so we could stand on like behind the door opening.
I want to take my mandolin that I play, and then I'm going to play a song so that it disguises me. I'm going to disguise myself with the song as one of the prison guards.
You don't know what they look like. You've never seen them. I would love for you to take a guess. Maybe it was
No. He heard Petreshka or whatever it is describe them. Remember, he described the clothes of at least the people that captured him. He was like blue and orange and.
Wait, what?
That wasn't that. I don't think that was the people that captured him.
Who was he describing?
He described some fancy-looking guy that came through.
Yes, in the purple and the red. Yes, it was one man, a human man, who came through, and he said mostly he's seen goblins.
All right, well, you could try that guy.
I'm gonna just play the song, and I'm gonna disguise myself as a generic human dressed in the fine purple and red silk that was
Okay,
described.
I am going to take Colby's advice. I'm going to press myself against the wall where the door would open into. I still have my axe drawn, and as soon as he steps through the door, I'm just going to decapitate him.
Okay, Colby, what are you
Or
going to
at
do?
least position myself into such a place where I can do that.
I'm gonna go into one of the unlocked cells and like close the door and like stand like, with my back to the door. So theoretically, I won't be visible, at least not immediately.
And I think Venkar is going to go into the other unlocked cell as well, and he's going to kind of just bend his head a little bit so he can't be seen through the bars. He's tall. He's half a horse.
Sure.
Okay, so just so we're clear, Dan is standing behind the door at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
Matt is standing in the middle of the room, disguised as a quote generic human end quote, in purple and red robes, and Colby and Venkar are in the two unbusted cells. We're all in agreement. Okay.
Yep.
The doorknob turns and the door opens inwards. 3 goblins enter the room, talking casually amongst themselves. The first thing they spot is Matt. The goblins stop in their tracks, silent, look at one another, turn to look at Matt, and say, "Who the fuck are you?" And they immediately brandish their weapons.
Oh wait! Before you jump to any conclusions here, I think I'd like to use my charm ability to try to charm these goblins.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I just want to see where this goes.
Ooh, natural 20.
Whoa! Go ahead, Matt. Charm him.
Plus that modifier, that charm modifier. That's like 28 right there.
Go ahead, charm him. What do you
Hello,
say?
goblins. Be not alarmed, for I am your god, the red and purple silked man that you all talk to sometimes. What are you doing here, goblins? Aren't you supposed to be guarding the other parts of the castle? Or wherever it is we are?
Sand castle.
Actually, that would have been a better idea. I wish I had thought of that. That's actually really funny. They look kind of confused up at Matt, and they squint a little bit, and they're like, "Carol, is that really you?"
Yes, it is I, Carol.
Well, okay.
You
I mean, you sound a little different, but I mean, I guess it kind of is all right. I mean, you're convincing. I'm charmed, so
It is probably your tiny goblin brains playing tricks on you.
that does sound like something you would say. Okay, Carol. No, we came in here because we thought we heard some commotion, like an axe hitting wood, and we wanted to double check what was going on. Why are these 2 cells all busted up?
That was me. I was chopping the doors of these cells to test them for security purposes. You need not fear. I have executed the prisoners.
You what?
I executed the prisoners that were in these cells. I grew tired of looking at them.
But why?
They're dead now.
But we needed them.
No, we'll just go get other prisoners. These were unimportant, of no consequence.
Did you
says
execute the other 2 prisoners that were tied up in the storage room?
No.
Oh, you know what?
forgot
Who are
about
we to question you, oh high one? We should know better than to. You're always right. If you have killed them, then you have done the correct thing.
Thank you for noticing that, subjects. Now, if you could just be so kind as to tell me, I seem to in all of my efforts of chopping and executing prisoners, I seem to have grown a bit lightheaded. What is my title amongst you goblins?
Well, High Priestess, you should know. High Priest, not Priestess. Well, High Priest, I think you should know pretty clearly what your role is. I mean, you are the one who started all of this.
Oh, yes, of course. What is it that I started again?
I would like you to try and... your charm is starting to wear off. I need you to roll again.
Matt, you should totally tell them to go, run down the hallway that me and Dan came out of and take a left into the first corridor, and because there's a disturbance down there, because I really want to see what the trap was.
I've received a vision from
Hang
that
on,
god.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13. Then
All right, it's
coupled-
starting to wear off. You only get a few more things, and then you're.
I think I heard something coming from down that corridor over there. Can you guards go check it out, please?
Of course, High Priestess. We'll do it right away.
Thank you for saying please.
Very nice man. The magic word. Wrong kind of magic. And so the three goblins exit out the opposite door of which they came in and head down the hall. Would you like to know what happens to them? You won't see it, but I will tell you.
Okay.
Let me pull out my It's a Trap card. The three goblins run down the hall, take that left, and they're so charmed and so mesmerized they forgot the trap is there. And they fall into a giant pit in the ground. And 20 feet, and they get 2d6 bludgeoning damage. And they're trapped down there. So good job.
Nice.
Very, very smart thinking, Cole.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
All right, team. The goblins are gone. You can come on out now.
Nice.
Apparently, I am some kind of, and now my magic wears off, and I'm back in my tiefling form. Apparently, there is a high priestess named Carol, or high priest.
No, let's keep it as
also
priestess. That's canon now.
And he or she seems to be running this whole operation. What that operation is, we don't know. But I don't think we should stick around to find out.
Did you, Sean? Did you intentionally choose a gender ambiguous name?
Once again, I will point out that all of the names that we're doing are from a list of Old West names. And so I have a giant list of them, and one of them is Carol.
Okay.
Okay.
Not intentional. But who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind on the gender. So let's see where this goes.
Yeah, it's some convenient option value.
Well, I was about to say, maybe Matt was so charming that he disguised himself as male, and really the priestess is female, and he was so convincing they didn't even notice. Like, didn't you have breasts earlier? Okay, anyway.
Also, I kind of like what you did before. I think my charm should only have like some kind of limit. Like maybe I
I'm
can
sure
use
the
it,
rules it does.
can only use it like 3 or 4 times, like in a
Yeah, it's not
conversation
permanent.
before it wears off.
No, and you can
Otherwise-
keep re-rolling. I don't have a problem with that, but then you just got to keep hitting the
I'll re-roll like every
dice.
three, like 2 or 3 dialogue options.
If you guys have not figured out from my dungeon mastering style, it is loose. So I play fast and loose with the rules if it fits the story. So
Rip the
so-
general store manager.
yep, exactly.
So do you guys think that we're in the Temple de Agua?
There's not much. We haven't
That'd be
seen much
pretty awesome.
agua, although I guess we don't know what that means.
Right.
Just some strange.
A whole lot of sand.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a priest or priestess, I mean,
That's true.
I would expect to find one of those in a temple.
That's true.
They're probably looking for something, some kind of sacred object. I think that's what a high priest or high priestess would want to search for in a temple. But we should probably get going. All right, so we walk out the door. Oh no, wait, there's those 2 other people, the 2 other prisoners that are in the closet.
No, there are no other prisoners. So let me.
That was
Prisoners
us.
in the closet.
Yeah,
That was Colby and Dan. Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay. So
I thought there were 2 other people that we hadn't rescued, like hadn't even known about. There was like a hint or something.
nope, that was Colby and Dan. So what happened was, as the goblins came through, they closed the door behind them. As they left the room, but they were so mesmerized they didn't notice Dan standing behind it with his axe. And so that door is closed, but the other door is open. So it's up to you guys where you go.
I think we should go out the door that these goblins came in. Does this door have a keyhole?
It does have a keyhole, but it's not locked.
All right. Once we go through, can we try to lock it with our keychain?
Sure.
All right. Does everyone else have any problems going through this door?
Let's
Nope.
do it.
Okay.
All right. We step through the door. Do we see anything on the other side?
Absolutely, you do. So, but someone's got to roll a perception check to see how much you see.
I'll do
You
it.
wanna give it another shot, Colby.
What's perception again? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 6.
You don't see much.
right.
The effects of the blindness are still wearing off. You can't afford to see very well.
Still a little spotty.
16.
All right, we'll go with that. So you look into the room, and the room is massive. It is a quite a large room. It is the size of like 4 of Dan's apartments put together. So reasonably sized. No, just kidding. So the no, it's a grand room. You see at one end of the room, the end you're at, is a fireplace built into the sand, which is crazy. With a fire roaring in it. Above it, a portrait. In the middle of the room is a long table with benches that run along the whole length of the table on both sides. On the table, you see very messy plates with half-eaten food, lots of bottles around of Heights Brewing, their Emerk IPA, all over the place there. And the room looks relatively sparse, but because the fireplace is lighting most of the room, you cannot see the back half of the room.
Okay. I'm going to try to lock the door behind us. Do any of the keys work?
Yeah, we'll say it does. Sure. Yes. So
Okay.
you try a couple keys. Takes a few minutes. Click. Finally, you get one that locks it.
Excellent.
Sweet.
So now the 4 of you, including Mr. Venkar, is
Right.
that you're standing in this room now.
Okay. Perception check
I already did it.
on the new room we're in.
No, he did it on the new
I
room.
did it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
with the fireplace and the table and the.
Oh, yes. Okay. I bet there's something suspicious about this fireplace. Probably some kind of secret mechanism or something.
I
Okay.
should dive in.
Yes. Does anyone have any magical spells that can produce water?
I don't think so.
Dan
No.
has his X-ray ring
Yeah.
What? When did he get an X-ray ring?
at the gambling table.
Did he,
Matt,
what did he
you are
send
just
away for it?
Oh,
Did he just
3
send
box
enough
tops and
tops for it?
I don't have water per se, but I do have a folding boat. So were we to find a large quantity of water,
in the desert. Yes.
That's true. We're in a desert. All right. What else is around this room that's interesting?
I told you. So if you want to investigate something in particular, you can roll and investigate it there.
How about the dirty dishes in
Here's
the
what,
box?
well, here's what else I can tell you. In the half of the room you can see that you're on, imagine you're standing in the doorway and looking into this room. Across the way, you see another door. It's closed. And to your left, along the same wall, you see another door a little farther down. It is also closed.
Okay. Let's try both of these doors.
Which
I want to go to the one on
Try
the
them.
left.
Okay.
The one to the left of the...
Yes. And perceive. I'm going to put my ear up against it and perceive. Oh, I got a 3.
You don't notice or hear anything.
Oh, wait. I have my ring of X-ray vision. What are we talking about? I put my ring of X-ray vision on. I can see right through these fucking doors.
Well, I gotta look up the rules of how that works. Thanks, Dan.
There's no rules.
Yeah, well...
You just-
Again, maybe I shouldn't have spoken so soon about my dungeon mastering style of just completely ignoring the rules. All right, let's see. Ring of
While wearing
jumping.
this ring, you can use an action to speak its command word. When you do, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. This vision has a radius of 30 feet. To you, solid objects within that radius appear transparent and don't prevent light from passing through them. The vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Or sand.
Yep.
Okay. Would you like to use it?
Yeah, sure. Plus, you said there's a dark corner, right?
So you can really only see half the room, and then the light gets worse and worse, and you can't basically see where the room ends.
I have dark vision also.
Oh, well, would you like to use it?
Yeah, let's do that first. Let's see if I can peek down in there.
Sure.
I'll roll a perception check.
Yes.
14.
Well, it's pretty dark, so I'm going to say you don't really see that much further than what you already have seen. It's really a badly lit room.
Now I'll put the X-ray vision on, speak the command word, whatever that is, and now I've got a minute. I can see through all the doors.
Okay. Are you going to start with the door on your side of the room or opposite?
We'll start on the one on our side just to maximize time.
All right. Dan looks through the door with his X-ray vision and sees a hallway.
Okay.
There's
How about the other door?
no one in the hall. So as you guys go to cross the room, all of a sudden...
Oh, shit.
Very good, gentlemen. Very good. Out of the shadows steps a man. Kind of tallish-looking man in purple and red robes, flanked by 3 more goblins.
Run!
Well done. And you thought you could get away with it. Who are you trying to fool? I saw the ruse you pulled with those goblins, but they're not quite as smart as I am.
You haven't
We'll see
not
about
gotten
that.
away with it yet.
Oh, you crazy kids and that meddling dog. Or I should say falcon. Who is
He's
God
my
knows
charm.
where.
Dalkin.
Dalkin, yes.
Is Dalkin with us? I guess probably not, right?
No,
Where is he?
but he'll rejoin you once you escape. He's flying around like desperately trying to find you and failing miserably.
Gotcha.
We didn't say he was a good falcon. We just said he was Dan's falcon. Gentlemen, you thought it would be that easy to escape. Well, it kind of was. But now I've caught you, and you won't be going anywhere.
Are you Carol?
I am Carol. Carol Wickersham. And I am the high priest of this order.
Priest or priestess?
Gender fluid.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm going to try to charm Carol. Shit. 6. Wait. But add that to whatever my charm modifier is.
All right, we'll try that again.
Probably not that much.
Your charm modifier. Wait, which one's charm? You mean persuasion?
Charm.
Yeah, well, there isn't a charm skill.
Isn't charm a spell?
No, there's a skill.
No.
Charisma. I'm sorry. Charisma.
Oh yeah, charisma. Okay, because you have a bonus in persuasion, which I would assume is what you're
Yes.
going for.
I'm trying to persuade. Yeah, so that's 2 points there.
Even with that, no, that doesn't do it. You
Carol's
fool.
smart fellow.
You think I
Okay.
came to run this order with the being charmed easily? I don't think so.
So, okay, go for it, Colby.
I was just gonna say, I have some questions.
What do I look like? One of those villains who just tells you his whole evil plan before killing you?
I mean, you just told us you had an evil plan. I didn't know
Oh.
anything
Oops.
about you before.
Oops. My bad. You know what? Why don't you just ask some questions? And since you'll never leave here alive anyway, what's the harm in telling you?
I mean, you've got us, right? You might as well gloat.
It's it's lonely down here. I always like the goblins. They don't make good conversation partners. So
No, although the ones we spoke to in the hallway were surprisingly well spoken.
they're the rare ones, aren't they?
They seemed a little concerned, frankly. I think you should give those guys a raise.
That's all right. Don't push it. Don't remember you're trapped here. So don't.
Well, be careful because they're talking about goblin unionization now. So
You know, in this
gotta keep those
economy,
people happy.
man, I'm telling you. Hey, look, why don't you gentlemen take a seat at the table?
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of the Star Wars Sky City.
Right.
You know, have a seat.
Nice. Where are we?
Where are you? What kind of a question is that? Where
I think
are
it's a
you?
pretty straightforward question.
No, you are in the temple. You are in the temple of Ethan.
Ethan.
Ethan, of course, the demigod of watery death.
Oh.
Does that have anything to do with this agua thing we keep hearing about?
You know what? Why don't I just start from the beginning and just tell you guys the whole plot?
All right.
This is going to take a while, and you know, in the interest of time, let's just skip ahead. We are the Order of the Cleanse,
Yeah.
and we believe that of this dry desert world, that water will save us all. And by us, I mean the Order. Really, you all can die. We don't care.
Sure.
So we want to bring the water back to Shaker Heights and the whole region, and then he points very dramatically to the portrait above the fireplace. That is the future, and there you see a big painting of, and the caption on the bottom says Shaker Heights. But what you see is a town that looks radically different. Lots of woods, lots of trees, lots of buildings, a lake. Totally different from what you guys have seen so far. That is where we aim. That is what we aim to be.
That sounds pretty good.
And Ethan will bring it to us.
So, how is this an evil plot exactly?
Well, we're gonna
We're
gonna flood the entire valley and probably kill most of the people. That's the evil
Sure.
part.
Now let's think about this for a minute. You're praying to a god of watery death.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be easier if you had chosen just the regular? Like, isn't there some kind of god of watery life, or
We're
some
bringing
kind of
watery death to our enemies
But why? Why are they your enemies?
because they like the dryness.
I don't know if they like
This
the
is
dryness.
like a
as much as
beverage
they put up-
commercial at this point. We're gonna destroy the enemies of dryness.
The
mean,
Legend
sure
of Shaker
thing.
Heights, brought to you by Sprite.
Love it.
by Bounty.
Aquafina.
I feel like they don't really like the dryness as much as they just kind of put up with the dryness.
Well, they won't have to much longer.
Clear eyes.
Can I offer you gentlemen a beer?
Yes, please.
I'm sure you're quite thirsty.
Sure, I'll take one of those beers.
Goblin! They don't have names. Get me a beer. Get us all beers. 4 beers. 5. 1 for Vankar too. He's been pretty quiet, but get him a beer anyway. He can't sit because he's a horse.
Where
but
did
he
the
stands at
goblins
the
go?
Well, the 2 of them are still standing behind him, kind of flanking him. The third one went through a. So you guys had the 2 doors on that side of the wall, right? Dan X-rayed the second one. There's a third door which you did not see originally because it was in the dark half of the room. He went in there to get the beers.
Okay.
Classic.
So it was brought up earlier that you need us and that we're worth more to you alive than dead.
Ha! That is correct. Let me tell you more of my evil plan. You see, we are looking for the ultimate source of power here in this region. The Temple de Agua. I'm sure you haven't heard of it. And we will get the map and we will find it and use it to bring Ethan to power. To flood Shaker Heights and make it our own water world, unrelated to the Kevin Costner film. But where you come in is as part of our blood sacrifice to Ethan. He will show us the map. He will show us the way. And then the 2 goblins go, praise Ethan. Praise Ethan.
Okay.
Oh.
As you can tell, I'm pretty excited about it. We're real close.
How
With the
how
blood
is
sac-
how is sacrificing us gonna like get you to the temple.
Haven't you guys ever? It's a blood sacrifice to the gods. That's par for the course. I don't know why that's surprising at all. They do it all the time. Maybe you've heard of it.
Okay.
Like I don't.
Well, we're definitely not gonna stick around and get sacrificed. That's for sure.
I like this one's moxie, thinking he can escape. You can't con me, con man. At this point, the goblin comes out of the room with your beers and puts one in front of each of you.
Okay.
Gentlemen, let's toast to Ethan, the end of Shaker Heights, and your blood sacrifice. And he holds up his bottle.
I think
Okay.
that I don't think we should drink it.
Yeah, here's.
It's pretty clear.
I'm going to take initiative here. So we're all holding up these beers, right? Yep.
Yep.
I chuck mine directly at his face.
Yes.
Bam! It hits him in the face.
Does it shatter?
Yeah, it hits. And let's see. We'll say it does 1 point of damage. It's
Okay, now what do you guys do?
I flipped the table.
Let me. Okay. I would. Can you do a strength check on that, Matt?
Not gonna end well. 14 plus whatever the modifier.
Plus 1, 15. It's a really long table. I felt I made that clear in my description. Matt tries to lift the table, gets one half of it off the ground, and then doosh, and he drops it back on the ground.
I just knock things off the table.
Yes, he shuffled the beers all tip over and start spilling. He's really ruined everyone's good time.
Colby, what do you do?
I'm gonna go like while everyone is looking at Matt
Gonna
struggle with the
fucking
table. I'm just gonna like slip down in my chair under the table.
And Venkar is just going to sit there looking real confused. Who the fuck are these morons I got involved with? And so at this point, we end this episode because we're out of time. So how will the encounter with our high priest Carol, how will that end? Will our hero survive, or will their blood run red in the streets of this weird dungeon? You get where I'm going with this. Will Ethan come to power and destroy Shaker Heights? You're not going to want to miss our next episode, so stick around. Our website, GameNights.tv. Go there. I feel like a game show host with these cards. Check it out. Go there every episode. Get caught up. We're only a few chapters in, so if you haven't been listening, now's the time to get caught up. And it's all there at GameNights.tv. On behalf of Colby, Matt, and Dan, this is Sean, thanking all of you for joining us and hoping we'll see you next time for even more great Dungeons & Dragons adventures here on Game Nights.